It's me again. I missed you. You remember me, right? I'm not only there at night. You seem a little nervous in your head. It's like a creepy circus.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're turning into Billy the Puppet from Saw. One of my favorite characters and one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. Don't ask me why, I just really love the movies. This tutorial is a simple yet effective way to cosplay as Billy while still looking cute in the process. Starting off from my base already applied, all products will be listed down below in the description if you want to know what I'm using. Going straight into brows, I went for a brow shape I normally do, highly arched and sort of thin. However, as I was filling them in, I began to really dislike them. As you will see throughout this video, there are a lot of ups and downs. It's a trust the process kind of video, if you know what I mean. I took a small break to apply some loose powder underneath my eyes and in my chin to catch any fallout from when I do my eyes later on. Back to my brows, I began cleaning them up a little bit, but they gradually became thinner and, well, thinner. At this point I realized they look terrible, as you can see, and I should have drawn them on thin from the start. So I'm back with thin eyebrows drawn on off camera because they were too damn frustrating to film, but what are you gonna do? Pretending like that never happened and moving on to my eyes, I applied a black cream shadow as a base and then started packing on black shadow on top. I'm just blending out the harsh edges with black, brown, and white eyeshadows. Repeating the same process between packing and blending with each eyeshadow until it looks pretty diffused. But with this look, you don't have to worry about it looking too perfect since we are turning into Billy, so it's okay if it looks a bit messy. Don't worry about it. Using a beauty sponge to help diffuse the edges a little bit better. Wiping away some loose powder underneath my eyes so I can smoke out the lower lash line, repeating the same process on my lower lash line as I did on my lid. Also applying black shadow to my lash line because I forgot my black liner. Finishing the other eye off camera. Now that my eyes are all smoky, I'm wiping off the rest of the loose powder on my face. Now on to contouring. I started off with a warmer contour but ended up going for a more gray shadow after. You want to focus on deepening the hollows of your cheeks and near your chin to get that defined Billy the Puppet look, but not too much because we still want to look cute. Not that Billy's not cute, but you know. Go ahead and give yourself a little butt chin. And I'm just contouring my nose a little bit. Diffusing the edges again with a beauty sponge that has excess foundation. Like my eyes, I tend to go back and forth with adding color, blending it, and then diffusing with the beauty blender, repeating the same process until it looks seamless. Here's where I start adding more of the gray contour over top because Billy has more of, I guess you could say, a gray bronze. Just reinforcing that butt chin a little. And on to highlighting. Now you don't need to do this, but I decided to because I'm addicted to highlighting. I like to apply my highlighter with my fingers so it's more precise and blinding, but you can use whatever you like. Onto the spirals. Honestly, the spirals are my favorite part of this video, but my least favorite to draw on because of my shaky ass hands. Looking at a Billy reference, I'm basically eyeballing where the spiral starts and stops. I'm tracing out lightly and then filling it in more with body paint as I go along. I'm starting off with one for this tutorial, I'm doing the other one off camera. Okay, pause. So this is where I fluffed up a little bit. I drew the line a bit too far down. It didn't look right to me, but for some reason I continued on and I didn't fix it. Don't know why. I could have fixed it right there, but I was trying to be okay with it. I was trying to make it work, but I didn't know I made those facial expressions. Ew. Oh my gosh. I attempted to wipe off the dry paint with my dry finger, and to no one's surprise, it didn't work. So I went back to filling in the spiral like nothing happened. Finally, in the end, I resorted to using a damp beauty blender and some concealer and blush to hide my mistakes. I guess in the end it was a happy accident because I ended up liking this more than the original plan. Now adding white highlights in between the spirals to make them pop. Doing some touch-ups. And repeating the same process on the other side off camera. Now that the spirals are done, I added more black shadow underneath my eyes, overlapping the very top of the spirals. Moving on to the mouth portion, I'm drawing 2 black lines with body paint from the corners of my mouth all the way down to my chin. Also extending 2 separate little lines horizontally from the corners of my mouth and continuing them to line my lips. You don't have to do this, but I did it anyways. Also, I'm sorry for changing the mirror throughout this video. I'm trying to adjust to this setup. Apply a red liquid lip of your choice. Adding a shadow beside both vertical black lines I drew earlier and blending in towards my lips. I'm using a dark brown gray shadow for this. Back to the spirals, I'm adding a dark red, almost black shadow underneath for more depth. Adding white highlights in between the vertical black lines and the shadow. Applying a shimmery shadow on top of my lips to give a glossy appearance without using actual gloss. Pop in some contacts, add a red bow and a black cardigan, and you're done. Had some bumps along the way, but in the end we achieved a simple, creepy, yet cute Billy the Puppet look. If you enjoyed or you like the Saw movies as much as I do, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my spooky upcoming content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I wish it was a puppet. We're twins. Do you see the resemblance?